Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever. This is Brandon Rocco Hansen from JBPRR, Jake Breaux pre-recorded radio. Since you know this is not going to be live, this is all in fact pre-recorded. You're hallucinating. Good night. Anyways, let's get on with our first program. It's called Bait and Switch with Larry, Joe, and Bobby Ray. Wait! Oh shit, you got one, Bobby. Wait. Yeah, well, fishing for me is more than putting food on the table. It's about mud diving, beer chasing, and gator wrestling. Yeah, domestic violence and a deep-seated hatred of foreigners. Hell yes, that too. It's time for Bait and Switch. Guns, glory, guns, fish, boats, death, death, death. Bait and Switch, Gonzalez's only radio show devoted to water sports, power boats, water skiing, furry flounder fishing, and dialectical materialism. The wrong script. Who wrote this shit? Yeah, that's right, and tits. It's Bait and Switch with Larry, Joe, and Bobby Ray, only on JBPRR. Welcome to the show. We're going to start the show the way we always do, with a prayer. Alright, let's fuck up some wildlife. Amen to that. Alright, now, today's a special episode of Bait and Switch coming at you pre-recorded from the Gonzalez Boat and Sports Show. Man, oh man, this place is incredible. There's so many boats and guns together, I'm in boat gun heaven. I'll tell you what. And later on, we're going to be talking to some folks who know a lot about guns and boats, including one lucky guy who turned his passion into a job. State Executioner Jason McCain. I love that guy's work. Hell yes, it's deterrent, you know. Now, we'll also talk to a couple of boys from the Panhandles who invented a new kind of dynamite fish. But first, our regular feature, you and your boat. Now, let's talk about the fundamentals of what to have on your boat. This is a bit different from last week, but then it was about the basics. This is about the fundamentals, you know. I mean, it's a big difference, but not one I care to explain right now. That's right. That's one of them things. Either you get it or you don't. It's like herpes. Absolutely. Now, the important thing is not to bring the old lady. Leave the women folk at home. They get bored and they ruin everything. Testify. Fishing with your best friend is a lot of fun, man. A couple of men on a boat. We're out in nature. We're all alone. We're hungry. We're happy. Just like in caveman times. These are simple pleasures no one understands anymore. That's right. Now, it's important you choose a body of water not too far from your house, so that you don't have to drive very far or even at all to get home. Now, after a day of fishing, you're gonna be drunk, if you've done it right. But since we're volunteer policemen, we don't get no kind of trouble. Yeah, Larry. But folks, you should also make sure it's a real body of water. I went straight a case of Budweiser. I got real morose and down and shit. Got some dynamite, went mangy hunting like you do. I mean, blew the shit out of them bastards. Only when I sobered up, I saw the police and the ambulance and stuff that I realized it wasn't a proper waterway, but the local fucking water park. That's what it was. It was the local water park. What the? I got fucked up, man. But those bitches was fat. It was like goddamn manatees. Not a good day's fishing. I killed 19 people. And if you screw with me, I'll do the same to you. Jesus, Bobby. You back at now? Fuck no. We got out of that together, remember, Bobby? I mean, you saved my leg. Not a good day's fishing. Thanks. Thanks a lot for that, Bob. Thank you. Moving on with the show. Yeah! You got beer, LJ? Hell no. No? Hell no, not a beer. I got a fucking case of beer. Drink up, boy. Man up. Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be one good fucking show. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. God damn, Bobby, you got a regular wind tunnel in there. Holy shit. Oh, like man. A fucking camel. Man, you crack me up, man. Thanks. Tricks. That's good stuff. You know, LJ, I just want you to know, I mean, man, you mean a lot to me. A real lot, man. Fishing these parts, see, it's all about selecting the right way to go after your prey. I mean, you really got to think about how to approach the fish. You know, what kinds of pole you're going to use. And make sure you use the right bait. I mean, I use this stink bait, rubbing night crawlers and grubs on my junk. Real nice. It's unresistible, my junk. Legendary. It's true. They still talking about it in the platoon. Every time we get back together, every single Memorial Day, we always hear about the smell of his junk. Yeah, I mean, when you're in the foxhole, you got to do what you got to do. I've seen fish that jump straight out of the water and bite his nuts. Remember that time in the foxhole? Me? You? No, I believe I blacked out at that time. I never did find out why. You said you were sure it was the Viet Cong did that to me. Your host, talk. Sorry, tell you fish can't resist good stink bait. Or a jerk bait. I do that a lot, too. It's real primal, you know. I mean, what am I gonna do? Fishing makes me horny sometimes. You know what I'm talking about, Larry? You know, it's like football, you know, in the changing rooms after a big win. Whoa, hey, watch out, Bob! Whoa! Yeah, there, got the fucker. I'm telling you, man, fishing and hunting at the same time is good, too. You know, because you don't have to pick between two things you like equally, you know, and people don't judge you unfair for, you know, like some folks who get all judgmental and shit and start calling it a sin. Hey, listen, you're fishing inland from Gonzales, waiting for bass and lily pads full of gators and snakes and copperheads. That's a snake. Anyways, it's always a hoop. Now, the way I see it, something's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? A man's gotta eat. That's right, man. You know what I do? I lure him in with my big shiner, my rod tip dancing on the edge of the water, just waiting for a big wet bite. You wanna see? No, I do not, Bobby. Look, when you catch that big one, that's what I'm trying to say. You gotta wrestle them in the boat. It feels so good to pin something on the ground, you know? They're wiggling around, they're trying to resist. You know, when you're out there, it's easy to conceive a man without women, you know, and like women without men, you know.
You're a fucking mind, you know that?
You know, I swear
Hey, listen,
shit. Most important of all, make sure you sink every penny you own into a good boat. Yeah, because then they can get in the alimony, you know what I mean? No alimony for bitches, because women are trouble. Yeah. And I'll tell you something. That's why I go to the strip club, I tear the bills in half, and I get 2 stuffs for $1. Women are teasers, and they only care about money. Sick of it. Yeah. Kids, you listening up? Hey, you know fishing's competitive too. I mean, trying to break the sound barrier to get to a fishing hole early in the morning is a great way to spill the cooler full of beer and knock the transom and bottom half of your motor off your boat, you know? I mean, 50 boats going 0 to 70 in 15 seconds on the same body of water in the dark at 6 a.m. while drinking. Woo! That's fun out in nature. That is fucking conservation. Yeah, and if any turtles or liberals or anybody else gets in the way of your good time, just shoot them. Survival of the fittest, man. That's why I got here. I mean, to think, there are a million other sperm I had to compete against swimming around my mom's love tunnel.
What the hell are you talking about?
Like the good Lord is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm the highest form of life on the earth, all from that one day. That, and because I got these thumbs. I call them trigger bitches. That's what I call them. You know what? Whatever. Let's take a quick break. This is Bait and Switch, and even though the environmentalists say this when we cry every time we say it, this is JBPRR, Jake Breaux, pre-recorded radio. That was a good show indeed. Well, anyways, bad news. I can't find the other half of the tapes, so, yeah. We're going to be missing them for a while until I find them. Anyways, we have someone here in the studio with me today. It's a crack addict who's also a father. How are you doing today, sir? I'm doing fine. Hey, Daddy, let's do... Where's the baby? Hold on, Daddy. Look at the car. What are you doing? Don't lie in that shit. Oh, it's yours. Yes. Thank you for that, Mr. Crack Addict. Yeah. Anyways, I think I might as well just sign off right now, since I'm trying to find the other half of the tapes, but before I go, I just want to put on this song that someone requested. You'll really like it.